Now, a man in Nairobi has made headlines for his determination in empowering others through impacting skills and creating employment. This is a story of hope that has inspired many young people not to give up, but find their space in this competitive world. Our reporter Mark Kimondo looks at the story of Andrew Awinye.
Kenya has remained the country with the largest number of youth grappling with unemployment. Despite most of them attaining requisite academic qualifications, they are still unable to find jobs to sustain their lives, a state that has made them feel neglected by successive governments in Kenya, even now that Jubilee government is in power. Well, according to Training Global Macro Models and analysts, employment rate in Kenya is now expected to be roughly 9.10%. In 2020, the Kenyan employment rate is projected to trend around 9.0%. This according to the econometric models. 11 kilometers from Nairobi's central business district, we meet 33-year-old Andrew Awinye from Kawangware Estate, who has decided to be a role model to many youths by helping them with free shaving skills so as to meet their financial needs, an act that can be termed as a transition to substitute an employment menace that has been a major setback for many years. His parents divorced when he was 2 years old. Andrew, who had a small brother then, had to be taken care of by his grandmother, who was really struggling to make ends meet. Due to hard life, the two grandchildren had to drop out of school in a bid to assist their grandmother search for their family's daily bread.
From there, life ikakuwa hard pale Ocha. Now I have to move from hapo Ocha. I went to Bungoma, the nearest town, as a street boy. Nikafanya pale street boy, nilikuwa nabebanga hizi maluggages. Ningelipwa 10 bob, 20 bob, 30 bob. So from hapo I moved to Nairobi. Kama chokora too, so I was in Nairobi hapa. Remember huko I was 2 years on the street, and then in Nairobi I was like about 3 years.
Here he was able to save 12,000 shillings that enabled him rent a house at a cost of 800 shillings monthly in Kawangware Estate. Breakthrough began when Andrew joined a local church here in Nairobi. Andrew, who was inspired by hard work and determination, would later on begin his barber shop after going through a myriad of challenges and struggles.
Then my friend of mine, I just created a friend of mine within where I was living, and I can introduce kwa church. Naitwa Cornerstone Faith Assembly kwa hapa kona. Naitwa Kioko. So from there, when you're there for that time in Linga Church, sikuwa itoka kwa hiyo church. Hiyo church ndio build kabisa. Nashukuru sana Bishop Kamau. Mimi mwanangani kama father figure in terms of, because I ndiye amenilea hiyo church kabisa mpaka venye niko sasa.
Desperation is necessary an ingredient that can trigger anyone to search for a new center of gravity so as to impact him or herself, likewise to other members of the society who are in dire need of a coin to foster their lives.
Heko sana ndugu Andrew ameinua vijana wengi, vijana ambao wangekuwa vijana wa kuiba, saa hii wanafanya hii kazi kujifunza ili wakaweze kujihitimu wenyewe, wajitume wenyewe, wasiwe watu wa kusema wanaombaomba kila mara kila saa kusaidiwa.
Having undergone through life disappointments and cruelty of the jobless world, Andrew sympathized with the many skilled and jobless youth in the city. He took some and trained them on shaving expertise. This is where Andrew began his quest to deliver the jobless youth, mostly in the slums of Nairobi. He has now been able to train over 600 youths who are now employed.
There's a lot of young people ambao wanataka kufanya kitu bana, opportunities hazipo, unaona. So niko na hiyo chance, bora bless nikafika penye niko. Why not nisaidie kijana mmoja pale ama msichana mmoja pale aanze kazi yake. And as we know, Kenya kazi tunasoma, but now opportunity ya kupata job inakuwa ni hapa. Ukipata maybe kupata hiyo kazi utaambiwa maybe mambo na 5 something over years of experience. Na ndio umemaliza tu kampo, unaona.
Gadu Songa from Kawangware Estate is one of the beneficiaries from the free shaving training, and he is now planning to start working as he is confident of the skills he acquired.
Hii project, hii foundation yao inaokolea sana my youth story employment na nini. Unajua mtu akitoka hapa anaweza hata aenda andikwe job ama aenda anzishe kinyozi yake. It's a good thing na tunashukuru sana.
The training has involved young people, men and women, who now have the capability of using their skills they have learned to generate income. For Frederick Njoroge is even a special case, for he was salvaged from street life in Mukuru slums, where he had been hustling for 9 years as a street child.
Fresh cuts walinipata Mukuru slums, wakakuja wakanitrain 3 weeks, tukagraduate, tukapata masat, na after hapo nikajoinio movement. Sasa mimi ni teacher na tulizunguka nikitrain watu kuhusu mambo ya beauty na baba.
He has nicknamed himself a reformist, following the crime-based life he used to live in the past.
Kabla sijapatana Fresh Cuts nilikuwa street youth. After 9 years, nimereform last year.
Andrew would really want well-wishers to support the foundation in order to reach a wider group of the unemployed in the country and beyond.
Tuna support Kenya mzima, and siwezi support Kenya mzima kama hatuna capital. So tungependa watu kuja tusaidie, hata watu buy ma product, machines, vitu kama hizo. Tuendelee kusaidia watu, even wamama. Kuna mama hapa nje wako na single mother, wengine ni wagonjwa. Wako na watoto ni wagonjwa, wenyewe ni wagonjwa, hawajui wanaanza wapi. Wanaishi life ya hopeless. Kama sasa hizi tuko Katina, a lot of things can happen. Katina inaonekana kulingana venye tumesikia is almost the most dangerous area, but tuko hapa kuwasaidia. So tungependa kama kwa well wishers tusaidie hao vijana, unaona. Wewe ungependa kuja hapo upita hapa nje upigwe ngeta. Na wewe mtu anakupiga ngeta, si hata anapenda kupiga ngeta. Most of them si wanapenda. Ndio sasa imewasukuma njaa, unaona. But if tukipata mtu anaweza kusaidia tuweze kufikia hao vijana, at least percentage kadhaa ya crime itakuwa imerudi chini.
Well, Andrew Owini has explored into an optional potential measure where he is acting as a linkage between the unemployed youth and income opportunity. However, though, the government needs to address unemployment matter to the latter and of course come up with long-lasting solutions so as to salvage the youth from the so-called unemployment crisis. Mark Kimunda for Hope TV, Nairobi.
Such a great man there now.